find that you're very aware of all this stuff, and I suspect it's part of this whole evolution. But I also would assume that part of this was meditation, reflection, that sort of thing. And we didn't talk a lot about that yet.
Mhm.
Tell me a little bit, maybe what your go-tos are with meditation and reflection, because at least from my understanding, I haven't really jumped into it a lot. Is that you want to limit the amount of thinking you're doing while you're meditating, like you're sort of pushing thoughts away, or maybe you're better off talking about it.
Oh, that's okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
No, and that's a really common description, is trying to limit the thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find that works very well for me, because thoughts are going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, and before I go further into that, I'll say this: the Wim Hof method has three pillars, and it's breathing, mindset, and cold exposure. So we've been talking about some of the breathing and some of the cold exposure stuff. So really, basically, you've naturally guided us to the mindset portion. And I find the mindset is not necessarily about not thinking. It's more about becoming that observer, becoming the observer of just watching what's happening. And as you said, becoming interested and curious as to what's happening. So in the Wim Hof method, when you do the breathing, it automatically starts to put you in a meditative place, especially through this exhale retention that we do, where we're sitting with no breath in the lungs for anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes and beyond. That becomes a deeply meditative place. Mm-hmm. And just by doing the breathing, it can automatically start to quiet the mind down. So you have a bit of that meditative effect. The cold is one of the most effective places for getting grounded in the present moment, because when you sit into an ice bath, you will not be anywhere else. I guarantee you. Your mind cannot be anywhere. You will be 100% in that moment. You won't be thinking about what's happening in the other parts of the world or what you want to have for dessert. You're going to be in it. And so that starts to create that, especially when you learn to hang with the cold, that starts to create that clear spot in the mind as well. And then you can start to enhance that by any meditation practice. So there's all kinds of different meditation practices. Some of them just focus on being aware of your breath. And that's the focus of the meditation, is just bringing your awareness to your breath, not trying to control it, but just noticing how it's moving. But other meditations make you, not make you, but suggest that you focus on all the external sounds around you. So noticing the sound of the car that just drove past, or the buzzing of the refrigerator, not trying to change them, but just noticing what they are. And so there's all kinds of different things to explore meditation wise. And I think they're all extremely valuable. I wouldn't say that I'm a active meditator. Like, I don't set aside a certain part of my day to meditate, but I practice presence as often as I possibly can.